This is a review on our 2017 Grand Design Imagine 2500 RL. We bought this camper new in April of 2017. We used it for a couple of trips. We also rented it out on RV Share and Outdoorsy. We brought it down to Florida for a trip in 2018 down to Destin, Florida, and then we took it to Disney. Stayed at Fort Wilderness. And the next year we moved down to Florida. We lived in it for 1 year with two young children, a 6-year-old boy and 3-year-old girl, until we found this house. And then now we are renting it out again and using it for weekend trips. So I'll go over with you a few things that have happened. Overall, this camper's been great. There's just been a few things, and the first thing that happened was the jack on the front, which is an electric jack. They replaced this jack under warranty already once. Now what was happening was the original plastic cover on the original jack would allow water to get into these buttons, and I've taken the actual button cover off. And I've written in here with some Sharpie markers which way is up and down. I do like the jack, works well. But the replacement jack has the same problem. That's why I have this piece of tape over here to keep water out. And plus I use this metal cover. But it has a light. And then you can go up or down electronically. And then you have a backup where you can turn it manually. Okay, never had to use the manual backup yet. And then I usually keep this piece of rubber over here just to keep water in case it rains off of it. Another thing I do for the jack is I take this fuse out, and then with that fuse out, there's no way the jack can go up or down when you don't want it to. Still have the original battery that came with the camper. It's been holding up pretty good. Got your propane tanks here. You have some LED lights, and one of the first things that happened was a couple of the lights burn out on one of the light strips. Here on the side you have where you have your water and your cable. You have an outlet, battery isolation switch, outdoor shower, and your city and freshwater valve. One thing I do like about this camper is it has this right here where you can hook a water hose up and you can flush the black water tank. It has nozzles that will spray clean the black water tank as you're draining it out. So the jack was replaced under warranty. And then one thing that was placed under warranty was our hot water heater stopped burning on gas. And we had to replace the board, which is behind here. We had to replace this. Oops, sorry, dropped the camera. We had to replace this board right here. We have actually replaced this board twice. The first time was under warranty, and the second time was after our warranty. And the only reason we replaced it was because the gas hot water heater wasn't working, and we replaced the board. Now the awning is bent. Also, we had some wind damage one time when the awning was out, but it still functions just fine. You'll see you got your Arctic insulation 4-season protection. Here's your control panel. I'm gonna hit the awning out, let you see this roll out. Even with the frame bent, still works just fine. And we have our awning light right there. Really nice at night. So coming in, we have these two chairs, reclining chairs. They're also heated. You got lights. Oh, now they're not So then you hit that and it comes on, light and heat. Now we do have some tears here. It's not real leather. These are tears from our dog. We used to sleep on this every night. I would sleep on this. I would let this table down, let the cushions down, and it would make like a queen size bed. That's when we first moved to Florida. Got TV there. The Dometic Refrigerator. The only problems we've ever had out of this, I did have to replace the board on it once and reset it one time. It runs on electricity and propane. So going coming in, you got your bathroom. This toilet, the seal around the ball valve started leaking slightly, so it doesn't hold the water as much. The original shower curtain slide was kind of getting problematic, so we just put a regular shower curtain on it. But overall, this camper has been great. And another issue that we have had is with this thermostat being very sensitive. I made a video on it, how to correct that problem. Basically, you take this cover off and you can glue down the circuit board behind it, because the circuit board moves loosely, which then makes pushing these buttons either too sensitive or not sensitive enough. But once you glue that board down, it's pretty accurate and gives no problems. Yeah, fans. One thing I like about this camper is there's no vents in the floor. They're all on the side. Right now I have the air conditioner going. You can have this open and it'll help cool down this rear area. Or you can shut it and then it sends the air conditioning throughout the whole entire coach to cool everything down. One of the main reasons we bought this camper was just all the windows. So when you're at a campsite, you have all these windows. But like I said, again, we have lived in this camper. We lived in it for 1 year. We've rented it out several times. We've used it many times. It's holding up great. We were in the market for a camper, and I was just about to pull the trigger on a Heartland Mallard. I think it was a 29 or a 26M. And I wanted to see a few more campers, and once I saw the quality of this build, the welds, the mechanical quality, I knew this was the brand and this was the camper that I wanted. It's just built better. They're all built to be functional yet lightweight. So when you're trying to be lightweight, they have to sacrifice a lot of, hardware materials. If you're ever going to like drill into these walls, you want to make sure that you're finding where the 2x4 is or the framework is. And in the bathroom, this also has ports for your cable. We did have a GFCI outlet go bad to where none of them would work, and what we had to do was replace the outlet right next to here that has the reset switch. Once we replaced that receptacle, everything worked fine. But what you're looking at now is a camper that has been very, very well used, abused by kids. We still have some crayon marks here on the table. We used to, like I said, we lived in this, and this thing was packed full in every nook and cranny with our life. And now that we have a house, down here in Florida, we are renting this out and using it for ourselves. It's just been overall a great camper. So hope this helps you guys out. I really like the Grand Design brands, the Grand Design models. This is the Imagine. They also have the Transcend, the Reflection, the Solitude. But this is towable with the 150. I actually towed it with a 4th generation 4Runner with the V8, tow capacity of 7,000. That's 4Runner right there. And then I later bought a Ford Excursion, which is basically like an F-250 to pull it with. That's it right there in the garage. To go over the control panel real quick, we got battery, we have fresh water, black tank, and gray tank. They are never going to show accurate readings. This was drained, every tank was drained yesterday. Once they get a few things on the sensors, you'll never see that accurate again. You got your water awning light, water pump, water heater. You can run it on propane or gas, and then you have your button for your slide, and then you have your button for your awning control. And that right there makes up the slide. So once that's in, basically that comes into right here. I have to move that trash can, and I have to make sure I have that folded down. And once that slide is in, I can access those drawers, and that's about it. We did mount a outdoor TV holder mount for the outside when we had outdoor furniture. But the camper's holding up well. Very happy with our Grand Design. Original tires, brakes are still good. Just bent awning door. Replaced that board a couple of times, replaced the refrigerator board once. But it looks good. Original spare tire.